Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? In our tribe, in our family, how's everyone doing? I wanted to come together and with me and my thoughts and this board. I went and bought, I went and bought a board and I have something that I wanted to talk about. And it's pretty amazing that we're almost through our 12 weeks. We're in week 11 and next week is the final week. And I'm pretty excited of all of the things that are showing up in my life. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look. Over here, over here. I think over here. Here's the camera. Okay. So what I wanted to talk about, because I have so many things that I'm wanting to share. There's so many things that are showing up in my mind movie. It's so awesome. It's just amazing. And Andrea was like, our dear Andrea, our beautiful teacher, right? She's like, oh, usually it commonly will show up in 3 months. And I think that depends on the amount of static, that you have. That's my hit on that. But for me, obviously, I have quite a bit of static. So I've been working and really working the steps and working through the static. And so some of the things, it's been 3 months almost, and I wouldn't say everything is here yet, but everything in my life, in my mind movie, is on its way to showing up. So there's been movement in every little slideshow, every picture, every affirmation. I'm not doing it as much as I should watching my mind movie at this point, but I do watch it and I do work the steps and doing the meditations and making it a life decision like she's teaching us to do. So I just wanted to share that that's very exciting, and I'm ready to do a dance and art workshop. And I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work, if I'm going to be able to do that next week. I was thinking of doing like 2 different ones, one for one day and one for on the weekend, but I think I'm just going to just do it when it suits me and my schedule. And then if there's a replay, you guys can catch the replay on that. And so the primary purpose of today, of what I'm working on with why I got this board specifically, is because I want to talk about self-love. Now, I am a teacher. That was my training in, I actually went to college. My associate degree is in early childhood education, with teaching emphasis. And I was going to teach dance and art. And then I became a professional artist when in my 20s. And it was like 23 years ago I did that. So, and here I am back again, wanting to finish my paintings. This is one of my paintings over here, back here. And, I'm looking to do more of that, do more of that kind of work. Here's another one. I'll show you over here. See, there's another one over there. That's where I had my art studio before for a long time. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about was self-love. Now, the thing is because it's my understanding with self-love is that the more self-loving you can be of yourself, then the quicker you're going to manifest things to you. And this is not easy. It's not easy to do. And, Yeshua ben Joseph, Jesus, told us that, you got to love your brothers and your neighbors like yourself. Well, guess what? If you don't love yourself, then you're not going to be able to love your neighbors or your brothers or anybody for that matter. So we better hightail it in that direction, in loving ourselves. That's my personal understanding of it. And that's why I know my things that are showing up in my life. I've done a lot of manifesting even before this course, but now I realize I really needed this course because of the matter of the fact that there was so much static and trauma and repressed emotions, and doing the breath work. And now I'm to the point where when there's an emotion that comes up, I'm doing my breath work. I'm doing my breath work while I'm talking to people, while I'm watching TV, while I'm in the middle of a moment where I'm crying or I'm on the phone. I mean, anything, anywhere. And it is just like she's teaching us, being able to embody the sensation of the wish fulfilled, but also at the same time being able to be the observer in your emotional body and watching it all. And it takes a while. It takes a concerted effort. I think it takes 21 days to change a habit. So that's not a small amount of time. So just, we have to be patient with ourselves. And so the reason I got this this board, and I got my little pens here because I wanted to do a visual, because I'm an artist, but I'm also a teacher, and I have my particular brain is I've tested, if you do those personality tests about which brain, your left brain or your right brain dominant, my brain is both. So I'm right down the middle. So I have the logical brain, and then I have the artistic brain. So I'm having both, and sometimes maybe I have a little bit of confusion about which one to follow because they're both so strong. It's like they're both so headstrong. So it's like they're butting up against each other. No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge. No, that's funny. That's a feeling that I have that comes over me sometimes, but that's probably my analytical mind, So it makes for really entertaining. It makes for a really entertaining life, so that's funny. Okay, so I want to show you this here. I think I'll do the images first, and then I wanted to show you about magnets and why magnets are so important. Okay, so I'm going to lean this down. You probably won't see me for a little bit because I need to do this visual right here. Okay, here's my board. All right, now what we're going to do here, what you're going to want to do, is you're going to put a picture of a person. Okay, it's purple. I love purple. All right, now I didn't do any prep for this because it's just, I usually just go with the flow when I do classes and channelings and sessions with people, because I do healing sessions with my friends on Zoom. Okay, so this is, I hope you guys can see this good. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we're gonna put a picture of a person. All right. Okay, got an arm and a leg, some feet, and a big smile, huh? Okay, how about that? There. So we have the person. Now, let's say this person is feeling less than loving towards themselves, right? Let's say this person is feeling sad, right? Crying maybe. Okay, feeling sad. So, okay, now I'm going to go through the different colors. This person is going to be emanating a color frequency, because since energy is frequency, okay, and it all starts with the heart. So we're going to do with the heart, right? The heart is so powerful. We know the heart is so powerful. It has this power, so much power. Okay. So then we're going to have, let's say the density of the frequency of this person right now is dark, because they're having dark thoughts, even though the heart is still protruding, and we're constantly manifesting, like the videos that our teacher Andrea showed us. She's teaching us, you are constantly creating your own reality, whether you like it or not, and whether you believe it or not, you constantly are. So whether you think something's happening to you because somebody else is doing it to you, sorry, not sorry, that's not what's happening. You're doing it to yourself. And that's why it's so important to really grasp this concept. Okay, so let's say this person's sad. Okay, I'll use myself as an example. I've been addicted to sadness and repressed emotions, and feeling like I have to go to battle because of my past. So that's where my brain and my addiction to the chemicals of needing to defend myself and feeling sad and like replaying that whole thing. So let's say this person is feeling sad. So they're going to emit a vibration. Okay, it's a frequency all around the body, right? And let's say it's dark. Let's say it's a dark frequency and they're feeling sad. Okay. So do you think this person at this point, when they're feeling sad, do you really think, see, look at the face, see the energy signature? It's like boom, boom, boom. I'm not seeing it doing that. I'm trying to give you some, I guess I like side effects or sound effects. Sound effects, yes. So anyway, because we have a pulsating heart, we have a beating heart, and we're breathing, and this is just constantly attracting things to us because we are magnets. So since we are magnets, we're attracting things to us and we're feeling sad. So what are we going to do? We're going to attract things that have the same vibration of vibratory signature as feeling sad. So I'm going to put here sad. Okay. So then this person is going to bring things that reflect what this is, what this person is feeling. This heart is feeling sad. Okay. Feeling sad. Going to bring in sad feelings, sad experiences, sad people. Okay. I'm going to put here less than loving. Less than loving. I'm kind of sloppy with my writing. Okay. Less than loving. Sad people. Sad, 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 sad. All around. And why is that? Because our outer life will reflect what it is that we're feeling right here. See that? See the countenance? The countenance in the body. So we're going to put on here everything that's coming in. What do you think it is? If this person is feeling sad, their whole countenance is sad, their heart is sad, their body language is sad, they're feeling sad, they're going to bring in sadness into their life. Less than loving, sad into their life. They're drawing in sadness. Okay. They're drawing it in, right? And that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that happens, but that's the way it is. I should have got a really big eraser. Maybe I'll use my stress ball. Oh, here, wait, I got some. I can put this, I can use this. This is my handkerchief for my face, for my hair. Okay, now we're gonna start all over. And do you see how easily I'm washing this away? I'm wiping it away. That's because that's what we can do with our choices, with the free will volition of our own heart that our creator gave us. We can wipe it clean like that. So we have the same power of this that I just did, like that. Am I saying that's easy? No. Am I saying that you can do it? Yes. And with concerted effort and repeating over and over and over. Because we humans, we have to repeat things over and over because we're just the programming, right? Okay. Okay, so let's bring up their vibration a little bit. Okay, so here's a person again. Hair, body, got some arms here, doing some feet. And okay, let's change the vibration. This person's going to be feeling happy. Well, did I give the last one a nose? I don't know if I did or not. That's okay. All right, so here we are. This person's happy, right? All right, and then there's the heart. Okay. Heart's having a vibration, just like in the last one. Vibration, heart. Now the heart here, let me show you. The heart is what? Because this person's happy, the heart is what? The heart is happy, right? So what kind of energy signature is this person emitting? I'm going to use the color red. The heart chakra is actually green. So I'm just doing this for kind of demonstration purposes. So maybe we can do that. We can do a green. So if this person's happy and the heart is happy, let's say happy. Okay. What kind of energy do you think they're drawing to you, to themselves? Huh? Do you think they're drawing the drawing that I did before here? Do you think they're going to bring in sad? No, I don't think so. They're not going to bring in sad experiences, sad people, sad energy, negativistic thoughts. They're going to bring in happy thoughts, happy people, right? Happy thoughts. And at this point, when people are vibrating at this frequency, because this is a vibration, I'm drawing a vibration here, okay? Vibration of happy thoughts. Good vibrations. Isn't that a Beach Boy song? So here we are. So this person's feeling happy, okay? They're feeling particularly blissful at this point because they've done the shadow work, they're working on their breath work, they're doing their meditations, they're observing their thoughts, they're watching their old pathways, and they're changing their brain, and they're working on their neural, where's the pineal gland? Is it over here somewhere? It's back in here. They're working on the pineal gland, which is what we're doing with our breath all the time, right? So here it is. This is what you do. So the other drawing that I did was a person who is sad, and they're radiating the sadness. Okay, the sadness is going out for the other person. The sadness was going out, and guess what's coming back in? Sadness, because our world is our mirror. It's just like this, just like this. We're sad, we're radiating sadness, and sad will come back. And then in this picture, this is different. This is happy. Happy thoughts, happy people, happy face, happy heart, happy everything, right? And then guess what? You're going to bring in the happiness to yourself, because we are absolutely creating our own reality in every single moment. Which one would you rather be? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. This is really serious. And this is the kind of interesting thing that I think that they need to be teaching in schools I think this kind of thing needs to be taught in elementary schools all across the world. And we haven't learned this kind of thing. So it's going to take a while for us to reprogram the programming from when we were kids, from our own childhood, right? To be able to learn and relearn and reprogram. What is it that Master Yoda said? You must unlearn what you have learned. Remember he said that? I can't speak like Yoda, but that's what he was saying. That's what he was talking about. Because you really do have to reprogram your brain. You have to reprogram your mind. So I'm hoping that this is reaching you guys, and this is explaining what it is that I'm trying to teach here with the magnetic resonance. We are magnets. We are magnets, guys. I'm not kidding. Hi, Kitty, you want to say something? We are magnets, and we are constantly creating our reality. We are that powerful. We just have never been taught necessarily. Maybe we have when we were little, that this is something we can grow on and build upon. You know, maybe we're just starting it now. Maybe we're just learning about this kind of stuff right now, you know? So yeah, it's really, really important to understand this visual. So please remember this visual. So this is how we're creating our own reality. Now the next one, let's do one more. Okay, now this is the same thing. Now, if we are loving ourselves, now if we're really loving ourselves, imagine what kind of vibration we are emitting. Okay. Okay, so here's a person. Okay. And wait, let's do it like this. This person is happy. Okay. They're loving themselves. Let me see if I can do this. I'm kind of leaning over, but I'm going to see if I can do this. Right? Hands in namaste, hands in prayer. They're loving themselves. Okay. Loving themselves right here. Self-love, loving themselves. Right there. So when you're loving yourself, just think about the other pictures that I just did and how that would display on this particular image of this person loving themselves. Do you think if this person is loving themselves and they're emitting a vibration, which is a magnetic frequency, which is a visceral, it's actually mathematics. Like this actually has a mathematic formula. Love has a mathematic formula. Loving yourself has a mathematic formula. Hating yourself, self-deprecating thoughts has its own mathematical formula. So if you truly, truly desire to have your mind movie show up, to have anything show up in your absolute possible life, you must be able to love yourself. Because how can you attract things to yourself when you're thinking negative, self-deprecating, self-negativistic, pessimistic thoughts? It's really hard. I mean, you can go about your day and there's so many negativistic thoughts that people have, and you'll be able to create things, but you might not be able to maintain it or keep it with you. Or like Andrea is teaching us, you maybe you're not going to feel worthy. You won't feel worthy to keep it. Because it has to be a consistent thing over and over and over. You're constantly maintaining the vibration. So you got to keep your vibrations up, which is what all the things that we've been learning, how to do. So if this person is vibrating at a specific frequency of self-love, okay, so they're bringing in self-love to themselves, and self-love is coming in. It's coming in. It's coming into their life in so many ways, in so many varied ways and beautiful ways. I mean, we have miracles showing up all over the place in our group. It's so awesome. It's so awesome to see how this is actually working, and maybe it's tiny little baby steps. And I've been having major, dark shadow work that I'm doing the last like 3 to 4 weeks. Very much so. And that's how I've been able to come to this point, because this is part of why I came to the planet, was to be able to teach people. But it's mostly by showing by example, especially for my son, to be able to see, have a living example of his parent who shows him this is what it feels like to love yourself, to live your own truest life with your job. And if you don't like your job, quit your job. I'm not kidding. Yeah, okay, you're going to have to have a family. Okay, well, maybe piecemeal it. Don't do it right away, Get some irons in the fire, get a mentor, find gradually, easily, gradually. I'm not saying go out and quit your job and have nothing coming in. That's not very smart. But you can find a way to be a happier person. You can say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. And I think that's part of being self-loving too. You've got to be able to say, no, that does not suit me. That's hurting me. Okay. That is hurting me to do that, to be with that person, to have that job, to have that life, to have that car, to have that house, to live in this state, to talk to that person, to let that person talk to me that way. You know what I'm saying? All this kind of stuff. And I have had to learn the hard way. I have not had an easy life. No, it's not been easy, but I mean, I'm living proof that, you can create your reality and you can end up like this with this knowledge. And maybe it's just a knowledge for some time, and that you want to be better and you want to be your best possible self that you can ever possibly be. But this person here is your most achieved, highest, most benefic, most happiest, beautiful, peaceful self. Is this person who's loving themselves, because then you're magnetizing it to yourself. Okay. It's so cool. It's so cool that we're that powerful. And I'm here to remind you and tell you that I'm living proof that you can do it. I'm not going to go into how I know all this stuff now, but let's just say it's School of Hard Knocks. Is it? I gotta shut my door. It's a little loud over here. Okay. Now I'm going to do one more. What color haven't I used yet? Guess not. I haven't used blue. Okay. So what I'm wanting to do, that smells so good. I have aromatherapy. See this this little thing over here? This is an aromatherapy thing that you just plug in the wall, and then you put aromatherapy. Right now I have geranium and bergamot. Oh, it's just so good. If you guys like aromatherapy, I highly recommend aromatherapy, and flower essences, anything homeopathic. Okay, so here's this person. Okay, Yes, I'm drawing a person with long hair. It just suits me. I don't know, it's easier. Okay, feet, legs, it's stylized. So, okay, now here's this person. Okay, I'm trying to think of how a worried person or like a scared person would look. That's pretty good. Maybe they're angry at themselves. Okay, so this is this person. Now, this person has a magnetic frequency too, right? And they have a heart as well, obviously. Okay, if this person is processing their own emotions. Now, I highly recommend processing your emotions. And if you need to do that and it's going to take you a long time, please do that. Please do that, because it's more high vibe to feel your negative emotions than to pretend that they don't exist and be in denial about them. If you need to cry about them, write about them, journal about them, call a best friend, do the breath work, do the meditations, transmute to them positive thoughts, positive affirmations. What else are we learning? I mean, I'm probably leaving some things out. You guys could fill in the blanks on this, you know, doing the breath work, doing the sound healing, having the crystals. But this person is doing their shadow work. They're having a negative emotion. I just want to show you the difference. So if we're constantly exuding a mathematic frequency, which we are at all times, and we're creating our reality, this person, even look how I just drew that. See, it's kind of like going off like this. That's because they're just like, it's like tension, right? They're just, it's like tension in the face, tension in the heart, tension in the body. They're probably constipated. You know, it's like, I mean, this kind of stuff, it's serious. It really affects everything. And the brain is tense, everything is tense. The third eye is probably closed. I'll put it to the third eye's asleep. It's just like sleeping there. Okay, so the thing is, this person is exuding something. Now, do you think this person who's unable to love themselves, they're hating themselves right here? Let's do this. Self-hatred, self-deprecating, self-loathing, okay, doubts, fears. Do you think this person is going to be able to attract their ultimate, most beautiful, beautiful desires for themselves if they were like this all the time and not doing their shadow work and the breath work and all of that? Do you think if they just stayed like this all the time, this would be like me before the 12 weeks. That's what I could say. It'd be like me before the 12 weeks. My third eye's closed. Well, not really. I mean, for me, my third eye's been open for a long time. But anyway, it's just the pineal gland is like calcified, and I'm having self-loathing thoughts. I'm self-hatred, doubting, shame, shameful thoughts. Okay. So just think, what kind of vibration is this person bringing into their life? Do you really think that this person is going to be bringing in peaceful, loving thoughts towards themselves and their greatest heart's desire when they're feeling like this all of the time? I mean, my first answer is no, not all the time. But like for me, I had to go through this, and I go through this heavy duty. I go through this to the nth degree and cry and journal and doing my process work and all this kind of stuff in order to get to the other one, in order to get to the self-loving phase. You have to go through this phase, I think, in order to get to the self-loving phase. But if I was to stay stuck here and not do this kind of work, I really don't think it's possible. I think you're just going to keep attracting things over and over, expecting different results, which is the definition of insanity, right? There is. We've heard that. I think Einstein said that, right? So you know, this stuff, I'm not recreating the wheel and all this. I'm just trying to give you a visual because I am a visual person and I'm practical and logical at the same time. And I just wanted to share with you what I've learned and what's helped me. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with that. Now I got a couple magnets here. I wanted to show you. These are not as strong, these magnets. But see how it clicks together? Can you see that? Watch. See, it kind of just, see how it kind of just attaches? It's because they're magnetized. Now the draw here with these two, it's not very hard for me to keep them apart. But these, I got a little bit of a stronger magnet. Now see how this one, I can hold it out from here and let go. And if you have magnets on your fridge, or even if you don't, I highly recommend going and getting some magnets from the store or from your fridge and just see them, feel them pulling towards each other. That is exactly what's happening when you are magnetizing things to you. We are magnets. We are magnets, and we are magnetizing things to us all the time, every day, in every way. And every single thing that we do, we're magnetizing things to us. And that's what's happening with the energetic field, with the magnetism, with the mathematics, with our heart, with our auric field, with the toroid. So here's a human body, right? Okay, and then there's the toroid going round and round and round and round around the human body. Okay, from the heart. Right. So it's going around, and we're bringing it in, we're calling it in with our heart space, with our energetic energies frequency, with our heart, with our mind, with our emotization. This is a big one. I do this a lot. Emotization. That's a big deal right there. You combine the desire of your wish fulfilled with how it feels, which is what we're learning. And you have the law of the universe where it has to bring it to you. That's just the law of the universe. So if you're here and you're self-loving right here, you're going to bring things to you really fast. It's going to be like supercharged. Let's put that on here. Self-love equals supercharged manifestation. And you know what? If you're not sure where to start and you know you want to do this, I think I would recommend you could do self-love meditations. You could do, I know Eliza has a self-love work. It's like a guide. Sorry, Lisa, if I'm getting it wrong, but you can correct me on that in the comments. And it was, so that's a beautiful thing. And lots of people have self-love things that are really important. Self-care is really important. Self-love to me, I think self-love means giving myself permission to say no, number one. Finding out what makes me feel good, what gives me pleasure, and giving that to myself. You know, I've learned how to get rid of addictions. I've gotten rid of a lot of addictions in my life. And so the brain actually needs a reward. The brain needs a reward, especially if you have an addictive personality, which I do. Right now, my biggest addiction, I would say, I'm still working on self-judgment, you know, so that's a big one. Just continually reprogramming the brain again and again and again, and breathing through it and doing all the steps. Now I'm becoming addicted to the really yummy chemicals, the really good ones that feel wonderful. And when you do this kind of work, it's pretty amazing. I used to be addicted to food before the 12 weeks. And well, it was way worse before. I was been working on it for a really long time. So, but now I can say, especially after the cleansing and doing that with Anthony Williams and all you guys, I got over needing food to every day, you know, every night, and like emotional eating and stuff. So that's kind of neat. But yeah, just highly recommend doing your self-love. I want to share with you guys some books I'm really into reading and self-educating myself. I'm really am. So this is just a quick synopsis of the books that I've read that have really helped me. Anything by Eckhart Tolle. This is A New Earth, Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. He's amazing. I just love his work. This Byron Katie, anything with Byron Katie, this is A Mind at Home with Itself. I highly recommend her work. She has 4 questions that you turn around and judge your neighbor worksheets, and I highly recommend Byron Katie. Louise Hay, anything with dear Louise Hay. She died a couple of years ago. I think it was 2016, 2017. Anyway, she has affirmations, and for every single malady in the body, here's heart. I just opened it up. Represents the center of love and security. And then the affirmation is, my heart beats to the rhythm of love. So, and there's everything in here you could possibly imagine. This is great. Making sense of life's changes, transitions. This is by William Bridges. This is coping with the difficult, painful, and confusing times in your life. So, I mean, just any kind of book. This is also self-loving, is to give yourself time to educate yourself and read up on what other people have learned and written a book about. And maybe people think I'm too busy to read. Well, guess what? This is part of self-loving yourself, being able to educate yourself on who we are and how we can be better. Loving Each Other, Leo Buscaglia, The Challenge of Human Relationships. This is an amazing book. This book, I love this book. I started reading this when I was 15. It's called Handbook to Higher Consciousness by Ken Keyes Jr. I highly recommend this book. Oh my gosh, it changed my life. What's this here? Oh, the sayings of Confucius that was stuck in there. Oh, that's cute. Well, anyway, he's cool. I like Confucius. And then this one, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. So, I'm just bringing in these books. These are just a few. I have so many books. Someday I'll have a library. I really hope so. That'd be awesome. So, all right. Well, I love you guys. I hope you're doing good. Oh, and this here, I just wanted to show you this one thing. Anybody have stress balls? I highly recommend stress balls. See if you're having a stressful day and you just don't know what else to do, and you just need to do that. So I highly recommend that. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you got something out of that. I really have fun teaching. I learn a lot because I think we're each other's teachers. In fact, I'm going to re-watch this myself because then I learned something from myself that I even forgot. Maybe I'm having a bad day and I want to go watch it again, So, okay. Make sure you love yourself. It's the most important thing you could possibly ever do in your whole entire lifetime, is to love yourself. Because even if you don't have children, there are other people that are watching you and they can learn from you. You can be a living, loving example of what it looks like and feels like inside of a human body when you love yourself. It's really amazing. And then you go ahead and create the life of your dreams. Yeah. Okay. Mwah. Love you all so much. Bye. Love yourself.